Well, is Mercury retrograde going to affect this live stream? Because, of course, it is still retrograde. It's retrograde, in fact, till tomorrow or the next day, depending where you are on the planet. Now, first of all, I want to say hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot tell you what a kind of emotional, psychological, work-wise, everything-wise, meat grinder, Mercury retrograde and the current planetary aspects have put me through. And please, hi everyone, please let me know in the comments how Mercury retrograde has been affecting you. I managed to lock myself out of all my Google accounts. I think that's pretty cool. And it needed my wonderful tech guys, you know, Jerry, to step in and try and undo what I'd undone or do up what I had undone. It was just a kind of sort of a technological tsunami of disasters. I would click on something and that was it. One of the things I was trying to set up, and I will be coming to the astrology, but bear in mind, I am talking about the energy of Mercury retrograde. We have been having Mercury retrograde for the last, well, actually, just let me get my notes up. Mercury has been retrograde in Virgo since oh God, you see, I can't even remember. And I know it's August. It went retrograde on the 23rd of August at 21 degrees. And it goes direct on the, what did I say? Goes direct on the 15th at, it goes direct at 8 degrees and 3.6 minutes and seconds. And it will be at 8 degrees for a while. And then it doesn't actually go out of its shadow until the, let's have a look, 30th of September. So for any of you that are serious astrologers, you need to get one of these. It's like a train timetable. It's if someone's saying brain fog, oh, I tell you, I've had brain fog. I've had so much brain fog. And as my technical stuff has been really, truly in Mercury style letting me down, I'm resorting to good old-fashioned books because they give me the information I want. But enough about me. What about you? Please let me know how things are. Let me have a look. Can I please say hello to your sister in the Philippines? Of course I can, but what's her name? Because then I can say, hello, sister, but I don't know her name. So you must let me know, Brandy Lee, what her name is. Hello from South Africa. Bless you. Thank you very much. And so please let me know how it's been for you, because I've at one point, and I think in one of the videos I did, it could have been the video about Mercury going retrograde, I said it felt a little bit as if I was being squeezed through a narrow tube and then being pushed out at the other end, like a kind of rebirthing kind of energy. What's interesting is that on Monday, and I'm not going to go into big details about this, but on Monday I had an MRI for my back, which has been particularly bad. And of course, you go into this narrow tube for about half an hour, and they put the earphones on because of the noise of it kind of chunking along as it's taking pictures of the lower part of my spine. And it was, it just came to me as I was lying there. I thought, here we go. This is what I wrote about. I said I felt, and I was literally being pushed through a tube. And it was the most extraordinary experience. So Myla here is saying, you're very glad it's leaving your Virgo ascendant. Well, yeah, that will have been slowing things down for you, most definitely. And it has been tough. I have had the classic things, apart from feeling I've been being pushed through a narrow tube and literally being in a narrow tube. Who's this? Susan's got to get an MRI every year and you have to wear a mask in it. Oh my God. Isn't it claustrophobic? Oh, well, and I couldn't breathe properly. And I was thinking, I'm just breathing all shallow breaths. And how am I going to get through this? But isn't this what babies say in the womb? I love that meme that has been going round at odd times where, what do babies say to each other, twins in the womb before birth? They say, is there life after birth? And I love that. I really love that, because we are thrown out onto this planet. And my God, is it hard work? So let's think about this energy, because how does it tie in with our Virgo new moon that is happening tomorrow? So the new moon is at 21 degrees and 58 minutes in Virgo. And just let me get the chart up. What I've actually done, and one of these days when Mercury isn't retrograde, I'll work out how to do a live and screen share at the same time. That would be pretty cool. But at the moment, Jerry's pulling his hair out because we're trying to set up one of these. I was using one particular online platform. It kept letting me down. And now I'm choosing two more online platforms. I'm not going to say who they are, to see how they pan out. And both of them require a small subscription, but not as much as the first one that I tried. And what I kind of was struggling with was these online platforms. And this is to have the consultations that I have with all you lovely people who ask me for a session. I want it to be an easy experience. I want to be able to record your session for you so that you have the recording of what has transferred between us. And I'm just having a few little problems with that at the moment. So if you are due to come to me in the next 2 or 3 weeks, be prepared that I may be saying, I'm sending you a link on this one or that one or something else. We'll get there in the end. So the energy, someone here is saying, the energy makes you want to speed through everything and has made you impatient. You've been agitated a lot. Hello, Cap Rising there. Yeah, I agree. I think the energy has been very tough, not just the Mercury retrograde, because Mercury, remember, is in the sign it rules, Virgo. It also rules Gemini. But I think what it's been doing is it's been holding us back in making decisions about things that we need to make decisions about. Like for me, which online platform do I use? Because we're all trying to get it right. Virgo likes to get things right. So this energy has been making us kind of all the time go round and round in circles, checking everything so that we get it right, whatever it is. So how do we work with this? How do we, as I say, flip the energy and make it work in our favor? And I know some of you have mentioned your lower backs and the difficulties that you're having. And my heart goes out to you. My back goes out to you. You know, I'm not going to go into the details of the diagnosis, but basically I've just got to slow down a bit and take a lot more care of myself and my physicality. So that's it in a nutshell. Now, when Mercury is in Virgo, it increases, it emphasizes, it kind of absolutely expands that need for us to be particular, direct, and get the point right. And we will keep going back and ruminating over what we've done, what we've said, how we've said it. Any email we've sent, we'll probably go over it several times before we press send. With me, and this is a little bit of kind of housekeeping news to give to anyone who is waiting for a reply from me for any emails you sent me requesting a session. I've just going through a period where I've had quite a heavy tsunami load of emails and requests. And all the information is on the website. Some people, bless you, are writing to me and saying, how much is a session? What happens? How does it happen? It's all on the website. It's at pennydix.com. It's on the page that says private sessions. And for all of you waiting for a reply from me, I will get to you. I absolutely promise. I'm sure once Mercury's gone retrograde and things have settled down a bit, we will get there. Let me see what's going down here in the chat. So, oh, happy birthday on the 16th, Nikki, up there. You're Virgo. Thank God Mercury is direct for your birthday. Maybe you'll get lots of interesting news coming to you that has been delayed, maybe some unexpected news, because this new moon that we have tomorrow is trine. So that's a helpful aspect by Uranus that's in Taurus. Uranus, remember, is now retrograde. So Uranus is retrograde in Taurus, and the new moon is trined by it. So we could get some breakthroughs with this new moon energy. Breakthroughs on many levels. Now, I think it's interesting. I was just listening to the news headlines before I came on. And I'm just going to have a sip of water. Hold on. And of course, NASA and, NASA, I think, and is it Mexico, are releasing information about UFOs and the possibility of alien beings already having been to our planet thousands of years ago. On one level, intuitively, of course they have. Of course. But what's interesting is that it's coming out now. And I think this is partly to do with Uranus trining that new moon. This is breaking us into something else. I feel that Uranus that is to do with the bigger picture. It's to do with these higher levels of energy. It's to do with astrology. It's to do with the cosmos. And it's making a very helpful aspect to the new moon. The new moon is in Virgo, which is about service. Service to others, service to us on the planet from our leaders. Take me to your leader. Do we have any that we want to be taken to? That is probably debatable. Let's not go down that rabbit hole now. So I just think it's interesting that this news, or in inverted commas, which I don't know what it is because I haven't had a chance to read up on it, is coming out with this new moon. And also as Mercury goes direct. This is interesting timing, whether it's deliberate because they have astrologers that work behind the scenes, probably not. But if it's just coincidence, we know there are no such things as coincidences. Therefore, it's very interesting that Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, the planet of shocks and surprises, of, as I said, astrology, the cosmos. It's also about technology. Uranus is about how we view technology. And if you think about Mercury in Virgo, the sign it rules, slowing everything down, and now it's going to speed up. I think over the next couple of weeks, until we get the full moon, which is in Aries, towards the end of the month, we're going to get a tsunami of very surprising, interesting, potentially shocking information. Now, with regard to the disasters that have been happening almost on a direct line around the planet, we've had the earthquake in Morocco. We've had the dreadful floods caused by Storm Daniel in Libya. That's only 60 miles south of me. It's not far from where I live. Those devastating floods, which are predicted to that the death toll could rise above 20,000. How do we get our heads round that kind of happening? How do we get our heads round the devastation of these villages and towns in the foothills of the Atlas Mountains in Morocco? Now, why am I bringing it up now? I'm bringing it up now because the full moon that we had in Pisces a month ago, 2 weeks ago, the full moon that we had in Pisces is Mercury retrograde. All my mistakes and errors tonight, I'm blaming on Mercury retrograde. But I am going to just double check when the full moon in Pisces was, because it is important. And I'm just going to have a look here. And so the full moon was on the 31st of August. That's right. It was a blue moon. It was in Pisces. And I think that all the events that we've seen unfold over the last couple of weeks or so are directly linked to that full moon in Pisces. Remember, the full moon in Pisces was conjunct Saturn. Saturn was retrograde. It's Pisces, it's water. Saturn is about slowing things down. It can be about endings. It is interesting that that full moon, which had Uranus in Taurus, was actually trining Pluto in Capricorn for that full moon. And the Neptune was sextiling Uranus. You see, I'm looking for Uranus because it's the planet of the unexpected. Neptune was very prevalent in that full moon. The reason I'm talking about it and these disasters is that I think that the Pisces energy, that was a particularly emotionally charged full moon. That moon seemed to throw us all up into the air like a house of cards, pack of cards, which is what has happened in Libya, which is what has happened in Morocco. And of course, prior to that, we had the storms and hurricanes in Florida. So there's been this kind of energy that has been going around the planet. And Pisces, remember, is about water, emotion, feeling. And then suddenly we move into this Virgo new moon. Virgo and Pisces, remember, are opposite. They're on the opposite axis to each other. So we then come to this new moon in Virgo, where I feel it's important that we stay grounded, because Virgo is an earth sign. It's mutable, it's flexible. Stay grounded, and you know what? Don't look back. Whatever left your life or seemed to leave your life with that Pisces full moon, it's because that was the way it was meant to be for now. Nothing is finite. Things can be, yes, that's right. Yes, Joanna, southern Greece, well done for remembering that. But I think that the energy we've been through the last couple of months has really changed a lot of things for a lot of people. On a personal level, I've gone through lots of changes. I'm having to deal with certain health issues which are challenging and are going to continue to be challenging. But the interesting thing is they don't hold me back doing this. It's as if this is the one thing I can do. I can make videos and see clients. It's all the other stuff that is difficult. I love this. Grace Black Sheep. What a wonderful, wonderful name you use. Are you really a naughty black sheep, or are you actually really quite an aware and awakened person? I bet it's the latter. And yes, sea accidents, that's the other thing that we've had. But this new moon, as I said, we've got Uranus trining it. We have Venus in Leo squaring Jupiter retrograde in Taurus. Now, this is quite an interesting one because Venus in the event chart is in the first house. Venus is about our value, our self-worth. Okay? And Venus rules Taurus, where Jupiter is. Jupiter is retrograde in Taurus. Jupiter, my big boy of expansion, of luck, opportunity, wonderful planet, as long as it's not expanding the negative. And they're squaring each other. So what's this about combined with this new moon energy? I like that. Taurians never give up. Yeah, that's right, Joanna. And I'm Taurus. I never give up. And never give up on a good thing. That was a line from a song. And Venus in the event chart is also conjunct Juno, the asteroid of relationship. This is about the passion and fire of a relationship that is being challenged by Jupiter expanding the energy and trying to break out of the fixed sign that it finds itself in, which is Taurus. So you may find you've had relationship issues coming up over the last couple of weeks. That may be something that is around for you. And they could have been tough, difficult conversations. Remember, we're looking at Mercury retrograde, going back over old ground, things being brought up from the past. Yes, but you said, and yes, but you said. Remember when we use fingers pointing at another, the other three are pointing back at ourselves. It's always really good. Deborah, did I get your email 2 weeks ago? I'll check. Can you send me another one? Because your name does not ring a bell. So please send me another email or go on the website and send me a message with your email address and I'll get back to you. And also let me know your time zone. So anybody and everybody that's watching at the moment, if you do want a session with me, please could you, when you make the first contact, UFOs, interesting, first contact, could you please let me know your location and the time zone? Because it saves all these emails going backwards and forwards with me saying, and where do you live? And what's the time there? Because I'm on Central European time. So yes, ma'am, bless you, Deborah. Oh, bless you. So Nikki here is saying, I feel you're breaking my old self, not a sheep. I am a black sheep. My relationships are challenging. Yeah, there's been a lot of that. But you know what? I think this new moon on that level as well, to do with relationships, is about breaking through. It's giving us an opportunity in line with Mercury going direct to reconnect, relook, review, rewrite to, resend, all the re's to anyone in your life that you feel it got left in a bit of a mess. My cleaner, which sounds like, what am I talking about my cleaner for? My lovely cleaner, Betty, who I love to pieces because she's been like my mother to me, can no longer come anymore. This loss for me, apart from her brilliant cleaning and folding everything up in my cupboards and making it all neat, this is devastating. I feel like I'm going through a bereavement. And we haven't had a chance yet because she's not been well. I've been struggling with my back to actually meet and have some sort of closure. It's happening on Saturday. And that's interesting that it'll be after Mercury goes direct and it will be after the new moon. So I will have a chance, well, we will both have a chance to cry together because she's been with me since I moved in this apartment, which was 7 years ago. And it's the number 7. And I'm not great with numerology, but I know Brandon Russ is very good with numerology. It's not something I'm good with, but I know 7 is a very significant number. If any of you know, just let me know. Hello, Empress Irish. You're a new subscriber. It's your first time joining the live. Welcome. It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for subscribing. And yes, Santiago, you realize your piece is most important. 7's a reflection. Thank you, Santiago. Hi, Joanne. We're meeting soon. I love the pink heart. Hi, Mary S. I haven't heard from you for ages. Hello from Cork. Yes, hello from Gozo. How long have I been talking? Half an hour again, as usual. I just can't stop talking. What I do have tonight is a wee scotch, because here it's 7 o'clock. So I think I'm entitled to have a little drink. Slongy and cheers. So are there any questions that you want to ask me personally about this new moon? Because what I'm saying is, it's in a nutshell, breakthrough with relationships, a chance to revisit things that have been said in a clumsy way, a time to heal, a time to make reparation. Virgo, remember, is the sign of service, and also of healing. Remember, the co-ruler of Virgo is Chiron. So a lot of your wounds may have been exposed in the last couple of weeks. So let me just have a look. 7 is the end of a new beginning. Yes, Evita. Because things go in sevens, don't they? I know it's very much that. And I can tell you, I can't tell you how devastated I am to be losing my lovely, lovely housekeeping lady, Betty. I'm just going to cry and cry and cry when I see her on Saturday. It's just going to be devastating. Hello, Evita. You feel I need to close a chapter. Maybe move, even though I know you don't want to. No, I don't particularly want to move. But you never know, and I never say never. Even though I'm a fixed Taurus and a fixed Leo ascendant, I do have that mutable Pisces moon. So I do try and allow flexibility in, but I have to consciously invite it in. But Mercury going direct, remember, Mercury rules mutable signs, Gemini and Virgo. So we have that balance. So let me see. So, okay, Nikki, you're changing your nutrition. Well done, cutting down on sugar. You do love to eat, don't we all? Doing a detox, cleansing your body. Elizabeth, your cleaner is not grammatically correct. My cleaner is not grammatically correct. You can have my doctor, my dentist, but not my cleaner. Be the cleaner. Would be the cleaner. Oh, the cleaner. Oh, that's confusing. But okay, Elizabeth. But she is my cleaner. She's just been amazing. And I feel very, very possessive over her. So Chiron's in your 4th, Santiago. You've forgiven your mother and allowing karma to deal with her. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Your aunt loved a good scotch. Thank you, Angel Hawk. I'll just have another sip. So Elisabetta Dipola, will my husband talk to his side again? I don't know, honey, but this would be the best time to attempt it. I know the new moon affects the Saturn in Pisces transit. Yes, let me just remind myself. In this new moon, we've got Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, sextiling Neptune retrograde in Pisces. We have, let me see, is Saturn being affected? Just let me have a look. Saturn is in opposition to retrograde Mercury. So we have that energy. Jupiter is squaring Venus. Pluto is trining the new moon. Chiron is trining Venus. Pluto is trining Uranus. You know, I'm really curious about the news that could come out around this NASA disclosure about UFOs, etc. I mean, I don't know what you guys all think, but I just think there's so much that we are not allowed to know or party to. And I think that when Pluto moves fully into Aquarius, remember, Uranus, that is trining the new moon, rules Aquarius. And yes, Angel Hawk, I would love for them to tell us the truth. Well, you know, I think that might unfold more when Pluto fully moves into Aquarius at the end of 2024. So that's my feeling. How is Neptune affecting addictions? You're concerned for a friend. Well, Neptune in this chart is, let's have a look. Neptune is, well, it's in opposition to the new moon. And remember, Neptune is in Pisces, the new moon's in Virgo. So there we have them in opposition. And this could see people feeling a release of something because the energy shifts, because Mercury goes direct, which of course the downside, and let's think about that Jupiter square Venus. Venus rules Taurus. That's about food and luxury and nice wines and all of that stuff. Pisces is about addictions. That's one of the things that it can represent. So, you know what? I think that your friend has to be careful because there could be a kind of general release of the energy over the next week or so. Because another thing that we've got coming up, which I've decided I'm going to do another live about on Sunday, round about the same time. We have, and I'm just trying to find, here we are, a grand Earth trine, where we've got the Sun in Virgo, trining Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, trining Uranus retrograde in Taurus. And I think that's quite important. And I think I need to discuss it. So I'm going to do a live. I haven't had time to do any of my short heads up. So I thought what I'll do is I'll kind of collect them into another live. I do like doing these, and do it on Sunday night, round about the same time, and look at the heads ups that I would have done over this coming weekend. So, and then of course, not forgetting we've got the autumn equinox on the 23rd. So that I will do a separate heads up video for. I will do a separate one for that. I might do a live as well. I don't know. Let me just have a look at your energies here. Let's see. Thanks, Mary. You're all having a lovely conversation there, so that's great. Now, listen, guys, I've been talking for 37 minutes. 7, 8, 9, 10, new beginnings. I think it's time I went and sat quietly, rested my back, and say thank you so much for being here tonight with me. I hope you've got a little bit of a better sense about this new moon that we have tomorrow. Remember, depending where you are on the planet determines which day it's on, because the new moon is actually on Universal Central Time. It's on the 15th of September. So some places it's going to be on the 16th or the 14th. I can't work it out. It's like the time zones. It's just difficult to sort it out. So you're taking it. It's better to wait to make creative decisions. I would does Neptune support creativity or create illusions? I think I would say a little bit of both, but you've got to have something else going on in your chart that helps you cut through the smoke screen that Neptune can put up. So that's the important thing with creativity. Neptune is wonderful for creativity, but it can keep us with that kind of yearning and waiting and longing and never get anything done. So Mercury is going direct. It's going to be in shadow till the end of September. So make your plans. Start getting things in order over this next couple of weeks. Full moon in Aries coming up soon. When did I say it was? I wrote it down somewhere over here, but I can't find it. So never mind. September. I've written it in October. Full moon. No, October. Oh, yes, the full moon is in Aries this month. And then October, remember, we've got eclipses. So we've got a new moon, which is in Libra, and it's an annular solar eclipse, and that's on the 14th. Then we have a full moon in Taurus on the 28th of October, which is a partial lunar eclipse. And then, Pluto goes direct on October the 11th. But not to get too excited, because it'll dip its toes back into Aquarius at the end of January, stay there for a bit, go back into Capricorn, stay there for a bit longer before it finally moves into Aquarius at the end of 2024. Hi, Jill. Oh, hi. Lovely to hear from you. Lovely to see you, Jill. Thank you for coming. Yes, I will extend your love to everybody in Arla. Arla, for all of you to know, is the village that I live in. And thank you, Joyce. Thank you all for being here. I take forever to go. I can't shut up, can I? I'm going to do a live on Sunday, the Grand Earth Trine. And I look forward to seeing you all then. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to do all those lovely things: like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that wonderful stuff that you do. The channel is really, really just kind of organically growing. We're over 25,000 now. So thank you all so much, so much. And remember, if you have emailed me, give me a few days to answer, because there's quite a backlog. I will soon need to get a PA. Any volunteers? Okay. Listen, take care, my loves. Thank you so much. And I will see you in my live on Sunday. Bye for now.